guys, welcome back to our channel. You're here with me, Sreet and Stevie K. Okay, today guys we're watching 12 strange things you only see in India.
Yeah, it's made by, let me just have a look, Bright Side. I don't know if we have done any of their videos or not, but you guys probably remember if we have or haven't. But obviously this one's been sent to us. This was sent sometime earlier this year, I think it was. 12 strange things you only see in India. That's it. 1 in 12. I mean, I could tell you that thousands of strange things that you see in the UK. There are thousands of strange things that you see in Maghara, let alone anywhere else.
You're one of them?
I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm strange here. Or ki puri dunya strange here. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also check out our vlogging channel, which is Cool Art Touch. All links will be in the description. Also the link for this video, original video too. Chal dekhiye jaan aur kuch gallan karniyan. What do you think is going to be? Anything? Any ideas? What would you think is strange? Anything that you think, 12 strange things that you only think you might, it doesn't mean strange. You only see in India. So what could be? Anything?
Nothing that comes to mind I can think of. And then I think the traffic in India is a bit insane. Like everyone's so
it's not strange. I think everyone understands that though.
Yeah, but it's completely like no, but they don't give no each other gaps. They're just like raring to go. They all got to aiming to get somewhere, and it's just like if they could ride over each other.
That's life. That's life. Yeah, you know what I mean. You got to get on with it. Whatever.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
12 strange things you see.
I say that because my experience in India, the first time I'm on a rickshaw.
I was only being polite.
No,
it doesn't mean you start your story.
So I was on a rickshaw, right? And that's why I'm saying traffic. We're in Ludhiana and we were going to the town. And they were so close to each other. It's like, dude, rickshaw wala, you can't go anywhere. There's no road. There's no rasta. There's so much traffic. But then he's like, janda laga into the next person. And guess what happened out of all things? I fell off the rickshaw. I was on the floor.
What did you want, Paji?
People want to listen to my story.
Acha. Yeah,
that's why I say that, because I find it really strange. I was thinking, Paji, tu kithe chalna hai? Koi tha hai hi nahi.
Anyway, I'm sure he'll find a way. Here we go. Ready?
He found a way of me being on the floor.
Maybe that's what he wanted. If you were giving stories like this, उन्हें जान के हने कितने मारी हुई है जंदी लगे, ऐसे खा जंदी है मेरा.
Guys, do you like my story?
Yeah, write down in the comments, guys. Do you like her stories, or should we just get on with the comment? I mean, वो video देखना है यार, सादा reaction देखना है यार, तेरी है ना पुरानियां दुख भरियां कहानियां नहीं सुनना है.
Then, if you don't, then
yeah, okay. Start. Go. Here we go.
So here's a fun riddle for you. Where in the world are wedding rings worn on the toes and people serve bowls instead of waves?
What?
No, it's not New Jersey, folks. It's India.
What?
And it's a place full of odd customs and curiosities you probably didn't know about.
No.
And guess what? Today's your lucky day. I'm going to tell you about it. For example, there's, in descending order, number 12, the quirks of Indian English.
Okay.
Now, India is one of the largest English-speaking countries in the world, second only to the U.S. But in a country with around 880 spoken languages, only 22 of which are even officially recognized, it's no wonder Indian English may sometimes tickle your ear in a strange way. For instance, if a person starts talking to you with a weird yar sound, don't worry, that's just the Indian way to say, hey dude. Indians would probably ask your name with the phrase, what's your good name? And no, that doesn't mean you have some kind of a bad name that you somehow earned. It's just a way of being polite. And when an Indian person finally starts addressing you by your first name, they may add G to the end to show how much they respect you. Ah, my dear Brightsider G. 11. Beautifully adorned toes. In India, when two loving hearts decide to marry each other, the groom must put a wedding ring on his bride's toe. Yup, that's the custom. These wedding rings are called bichia, and every bride wears them on both her second toes as a sign of her newly married state. There are other kinds of toe rings in India too. Some men wear them on their big toes in a belief that it'll boost their strength and vigor. Indians are famous for their love of gold, but toe rings are mostly made of silver because it's inappropriate to wear gold below the waist. Number 10, unbreakable promises. Most people in India believe that a spoken word has immense power within it. And if you break a promise, you'll enrage spirits and deities. The most powerful promise is the promise of a mother. So if an Indian person swears by this, then you better believe them if you don't want to come off as really rude.
That kind of thing, innit?
Number 9, the birthplace of plastic surgery. Among India's most sacred texts, there's one that baffles surgeons and medical experts to this day. It's called the Sushruta Samhita, and it's a fundamental part of the Indian practice of Ayurveda. It was written by the ancient Indian surgeon Sushruta somewhere between 1000 BCE and 500 BCE. The text describes tons of unbelievably complex surgical procedures. But the most fascinating thing is that it proves that India is probably the birthplace of all plastic surgery. Even for his time, Sushruta was totally capable of doing nose jobs, or rhinoplasties if you want to be technical, and earlobe reconstructions. Not exactly what would make movie stars seem forever young, but still impressive. Speaking of movies, number 8, twice the Hollywood. India's Bollywood is the largest film industry in the world. Not Hollywood. Bollywood produces about 1,200 films every year. That's twice the amount that Hollywood puts out. And if you want to start an acting career in India, you better learn how to sing and dance, since most of the movies produced there are musicals. This passion for musicals stems from a deep appreciation for Indian traditional dance and folklore. Also, it's no secret that Bollywood was inspired by Hollywood works from the 1920s to 1950s, many of which were musicals. Bollywood got its B from Bombay, the city where most Indian films are produced, which of course changed its name to Mumbai in 1995. Yeah, they should keep the B. Mollywood just, isn't the same. Number 7, holy rats. I know, it sounds absurd, so let me explain. According to an ancient Indian legend, the mighty and worshipped warrior sage Karni Mata tragically lost her stepson Laxman when he accidentally fell in a pond and drowned. Karni Mata was in such grief that she begged the gods to save him. Well, they did, but on one condition. All of her male children would be reincarnated as rats. Ah, those wacky gods. What a unique sense of humor, huh? So that's why the temple devoted to Karni Mata in Deshnok is known as Rat Temple.
Someone sent
Here you are, going through a huge hall, completely covered in rats. But people here are happy to come and share their food with these sacred long-tailed rodents. Hey, might be a relative. It's a particular honor to come across and feed the rare white rats in the temple. They're believed to be the true reincarnation of Karni Mata and her sons. Number 6, bull surfing. Whoa, gnarly dude. If you ever go to the village of Anandapalli after harvest season, then you might be able to watch some bull surfing. How do you surf a bull? Very carefully, I'd guess. You see, first off, they make a track on a flooded field that becomes pretty much a big muddy swamp. Then teams, yeah, it's a competitive sport, compete to stay on a board being pulled through the water by 2 bulls. These jockeys train for this event, and the bulls are groomed and cleaned with their horns being polished nice and shiny.
That would have been impressive.
Doesn't last very long. Can you see yourself hanging 10 on a board driven by 2 really big mammals in your hands? And that's no bull. Wait, yes it is. Turf's up, dude. Number 5.
That's my kind of
Who
joke.
to thank for your clean hair? Did you know the word shampoo has Indian roots? Well, that comes as no surprise since shampooing itself originates in India. The original word
Shampoo.
shampoo means massage and was initially used to describe the process of hair strengthening with herbs common in India. But India has good reason to pay so much attention to their locks. The country sells over $20 billion worth of hair in a single month.
Wow.
Such amounts are second only to China. But even this hair-selling giant mixes its product with Indian hair for better quality. Number 4. Serious wildlife conservation. India gets a lot of criticism for its pollution problem, which there's no denying that it's a serious one. But that doesn't say anything about Indian people's attitude towards wildlife. There are 104 national parks in India, with over 15,000 square miles of overall coverage. Some of the rarest animals on Earth inhabit these parks, like the bizarre-looking purple frog, the smallest pig in the world, the pygmy hog, and the largest living bat, the Indian flying fox. These endangered species are in severe need of protection, and India has proven itself very capable of wildlife conservation.
And they know
Just
how
take the
to-
country's national symbol as an example. In 2010, there were only between 1,700 and 1,900 Bengal tigers left in the world, but those numbers are now up to around 2,200.
Okay.
The Bengal tiger is still considered endangered, even though it's the biggest tiger species in terms of numbers. So you can imagine how grave the situation is for its cousins elsewhere. Number 3, Towers of Silence. India is not only home to rare wildlife species, but some uncommon ideologies too. One of them is Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrians believe fire and earth to be sacred fundamental elements, so it's very bad for them to bury or cremate their departed. The solution they came up with was to build towers of silence for the deceased. Also known as dakma, these towers have no roof so that nature can step in and do the work as an undertaker. The only towers of silence still functional to this day are in India. But let's move on to a place that's very much alive and definitely not silent. Number 2, packed like sardines in trains. India has the
Packed like
fourth largest
sardines.
railway system in the world, with almost 42,000 miles of track
Everyone
overall.
going into the-
But if you want to keep a pleasant impression of this country in your heart, then you might want to avoid trains at all costs. Or, if you're just curious to see people hang off the sides and ride on the roof of the train, then India is the place to go.
Wow.
Local commuter trains in India
I've
are
not been in
unbelievably overcrowded most of the time. So even trying to get in one is pretty much impossible. And don't even bother trying to get a seat. You'd be wasting your time. But still, these crazy packed trains have sort of become a tourist attraction in and of themselves. But still, I'd take Uber or something for short distances if I were you. Number 1, pageants for true beauties. Hey, what's more beautiful than a huge Indian elephant? Can't think of anything? That's a tough one. Well, the only real answer is the most beautiful Indian elephant, of course. There's a contest dubbed as such that happens each year on the full moon between February and March. And this pageant is a key part of Jaipur's famous Indian festival. Nowhere else in the world are these gorgeous giants celebrated like they are here. People get down to work preparing for the festival by cleaning the elephants and decorating them with an array of stunning embellishments and clothes. They even paint colorful designs on them. Then everybody votes for the most beautiful and gracious elephant at the festival. It's really nice to know that these kind and helpful
Like a Miss
creatures
World
can
competition
get
with
so
elephants?
much respect and love.
Huh?
Boy, you could see that one coming now, couldn't you? Hey, what's the most amusing fact about India that you know? Add your own points to the list in the comments down below. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up.
I think I knew about a few of them because I've seen them in other. I knew about the shampoo one because I've seen that. I knew about the Rat Temple one, not because I have seen it. It's just that someone sent me a link, and I've still got it. And they asked us to do a reaction on it, but we haven't come around to it.
So that's the trains. I feel like everyone knows about the train situation where...
Train situation.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the foot rings.
No,
I didn't know
no.
about that, so I don't know. I mean, that was new to me, so I don't know.
Do you want to
Obviously,
ring my foot as well?
I just want to wring your neck sometimes. I'm joking. Looks like someone's going to be wringing my neck tonight. Anyway, I was going to say... कित्थों पता नहीं दिमाग च आ जांदा. The rings thing, I don't know, because I mean at the end of the day, if you see, there's so many different cultures, religions, beliefs and things like that, and India's a vast big place. Even that, and now, like, we only grew up watching obviously Bollywood films and whatever our parents told us from Punjab, so we only know that much. And then more and more doing this, and also talking to you guys online, you know, whilst we live or through Instagram and various other things, we started learning so much of like different foods, different things, and it's opened our eyes. So it's some of the stuff that he's saying. Before I would have turned around and gone, I don't believe.
Everything was strange though. Cause
No, but I just mean, no, but it's not directed at us, is it? It's going to be for people who watch Brightside, who are like. I was going to say, like our kids go there kind of thing. That kind of stuff. Who don't watch this kind of stuff, who wouldn't have known, us before we started doing this channel. You wouldn't have known that beforehand.
I wouldn't have known, but...
You
like,
would have known about the train thing.
Yeah.
But when I mean good, I don't mean like as in white people, I mean just like Western, like, you know, living in the UK or India, that we haven't been grown up or brought up to see that stuff. We only know what we get told.
Yeah, but do you think everything was strange though?
No, I don't think it's strange. I mean, that's just like... I think he just put the title that it's strange because it's different. I don't think it was strange because there's so many people who come here and find things that happen here that are strange. Like, I mean, even like something like toilet paper is strange. Something like toilet paper is like,
I think,
to everyone else to turn around and go, that's strange, what you like do need that for, where's the water? Kind of thing. That's strange. The world will turn around and go, that's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so, but it's different. Different walks of life do different things. But I mean, just for me, I wasn't aware. And like I said before, I would have turned around and go, oh, that's all lie, or I don't believe that. But now I just like go,
tried to do things you didn't know about India.
12 things you didn't know. But unless they've already done something like that.
And stuff, and you think, well, elephants are beautiful, that's not strange.
But I'm just mean, maybe they've already, it's a channel that does so much of that stuff. Maybe he's already done 12 things that you didn't know, or 12 different things. Therefore, need a different title. Yeah. And some people might find that strange. I mean, like I said, for us it isn't, but some people go, wedding rings are... But then you guys will probably tell us there's a different reason why the rings are... They might still have the Mangals. I mean, at the end of the day, they put Mangalsutra on. They don't do that in the, like, well, we do in, like, you know, obviously Indian families here. But I mean, other, like, westernized people, but living in the UK or America and all that, they don't do Mangalsutra. So that could be classed as, you know, like you said, it's just different.
Different, not strange.
But, yeah, so... But anything that you could add?
Other than I like the elephants at the ending. No, not really. And I could not see myself at that temple where there's rats. And...
I mean, I'm just wondering if anyone's done any of the bull surfing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Ajay Devgan do some car surfing. He's always like, you know, in Golmaal or Rohit Shetty films, he's on top of cars.
Has anyone been to the rat
temple? Or anyone lives near it or something like that?
Show us if you've actually been
there. Not me. I'm not being disrespectful. I just not really a rat person.
He's got a phobia of rats.
I just don't.
I don't like snakes.
I'm sorry for anyone who goes to that temple and believes in it and likes rats.
Scared.
It's nothing personal. You know.
Little things running.
I ain't fuss like that.
What is
I'm
it
just
then?
no. It's just it's not that. I mean, I walked past them when I was like, obviously you guys know I've been a police officer, but I had to walk past canals or go into old factories where they're just crawling around, and it's not like, oh, I don't want to go in there, or I'm feeling like, oh, look at that. You see them, I just like, it's just that. It's like, oh, these creepy kind of things, but not that in the sense that I see it and I run off or I faint on the floor or anything. I just go, not my kind of thing. I'll be less feeling like that if I saw a snake. If I saw a snake there, I go,
see, I'll be the opposite. I'm
snake there.
of snakes.
But if I see a rat there, I go, like that. So it's different people, different things. Anyway, that was a video. Let us know any other videos about India or things that, you know, that relate to, like, you know, things that we don't know, other people don't know, or strange things. send us some links and videos and we'll check those out. Yeah, and until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.
Take care. See you soon. Bye.